Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve the Fourier transform of some standard signal. So already we solved the Fourier transform problem for the standard signal, unit step u of t, impulse del of t, then exponential signal, various exponential signal, double-sided exponential signal, cosine signal, sine signal, rectangular pulse and so on. Okay. So now we are going to solve the Fourier transform of the signum function. So you see the question, find the Fourier transform of the following signal and sketch their amplitude and phase spectra. X of t equal to SGN of t. So what is SGN of t? This is the signum function. Okay. So the signum function, you see the signum function. So already we studied in the standard signal, we solved the signum function. So what is the signum signal? At a time t equal to 0 or greater than 0, the amplitude is plus 1. For the time t less than 0, the amplitude is minus 1. Okay. That is for negative time, the amplitude is minus 1. For the positive time, the amplitude is plus 1. At a time t equal to 0, there is a transition from minus 1 to plus 1 is there. Okay. So this is the signum function. So for the signum function, we have to find the Fourier transform. Okay, so the first one, so we have to mathematically represent the signum function. So SGN of t, the signum of t equal to plus 1 for the time t greater than 0. Okay, so you know, for time t greater than 0, what is the amplitude? The amplitude is plus 1. For the time t less than 0, the amplitude is minus 1. Okay, so the mathematically we represented. And the next one, using the Fourier transform formula, we have to find the answer for the particular thing. So what is the Fourier transform formula? The x of j omega equal to integration minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt. Okay. So this is the formula. So in this formula, we have to substitute the x of t value. So what is the given signal here? X of t, signum of t. Okay. So this signum of t is having the different shape at the different time. So you see for the time t greater than 0, the amplitude is 1. So that's why for the integration limit 0 to infinity. Okay, for the positive time means what is the meaning? 0 to infinity, the x of t is having the amplitude 1. So 1 into e power minus j omega t dt plus integration minus infinity to 0. What is the amplitude? Minus 1 into e power minus j omega t dt. Okay, so then you just integrate. So here simply the constant one. So e power minus j omega t. If you are integrating e power minus j omega t, we will get e power minus j omega t divided by minus j omega with the limit 0 to infinity. Okay, similarly here minus 1. So you take minus as a common. If you are integrating this e power minus j omega t, so we will get e power minus j omega t by minus j omega with the limit minus infinity to 0. Okay. So in the first term, so we have to substitute upper limit. So if you are substituting the upper limit, e power minus infinity. So what is the value of e power minus infinity? It is 0. Okay, then minus of, we have to put 0. So e power 0 means it is 1. So 1 by minus j omega. Okay. Similarly, here, if you are substituting the upper limit, e power 0, it's a plus 1. So here already one minus there. So minus 1 divided by minus j omega. If you are substituting the lower limit, we will get the answer is 0. Okay. So here you see, so here this minus minus, it is converted to plus. Similarly, this minus of minus, it is converted to plus. So 1 by j omega plus 1 by j omega. So the answer is 2 divided by j omega. Okay. So sometime we may write the frequency as this omega. Okay, or sometime we may write the frequency as this omega. Okay, this omega, that is actually in exact method, this omega is an analog frequency, and this omega, this w omega, it is in order to represent the digital frequency. Okay, but in some book they may use this omega and this omega. Okay, so generally we are using the radian frequency means we are always using this omega only. So we can represent this omega. So what is the answer? What is the Fourier transform answer for our signum signal, it is a 2 divided by j omega. Okay. So the standard signal, so already you know the unit step signal means the answer is 1 by j omega. Del of t means the impulse signal means the Fourier transform answer is 1. E power minus at exponentially decaying signal means 1 by a plus j omega. Similarly, the signum function means the Fourier transform answer is 2 divided by j omega. Okay. And after that, we have to draw the spectrum. So what is mean by spectrum? The spectrum is nothing but we have to draw the modulus of x of j omega and the phase angle of x of j omega. What is mean by modulus? The modulus of x of j omega means, so here you see the answer 2 by j omega. So for this one, we have to take magnitude. Okay. So you have to take magnitude and we have to make one table. Okay. So for various omega value, so you make one table. So for various frequency omega, we have to find out the value of modulus of x of j omega. Okay. Modulus of x of j omega for omega is 0 and omega is 10, 20, similarly minus 10, minus 20. So if you are drawing, we will get the graph like this. Okay, so this is the amplitude spectrum. And similarly, the phase spectrum is obtained by, so the angle x of j omega, it is nothing but, so you know the formula, the tan inverse of imaginary part of x of j omega divided by real part. Okay, so using that, if you are drawing the phase spectrum means we will get for the positive frequency, the angle is minus pi by 2. For the negative frequency, the angle is plus pi by 2 we will get. Okay. So this is the amplitude spectrum and this phase spectrum of our time domain signal x of t. Okay. This is the time domain signal. So for this time domain signal, these two is said to be the line spectrum. This is the amplitude spectrum or magnitude spectrum. The graph C, it represents the phase spectrum. Okay. So this is the one question. And one more thing. So we have to solve. You see the question, find the Fourier transform of the following signal x of t equal to e power minus 3t u of t minus 1. Okay, so already we solved the problem e power minus 3t u of t. But here instead of u of t, here the e power minus t exponentially decaying signal is multiplied with u of t minus 1. So what is mean by u of t minus 1? So the u of t minus 1, it is nothing but a one time delayed version of u of t. So you know the shape of u of t. Okay, this is the u of t. So what is mean by u of t? U of t means at a time t equal to 0 to infinity, the amplitude is 1. Okay, the amplitude is 1. For the remaining time, the amplitude is 0. It is said to be the u of t. So u of t minus 1 means it is a time delayed version of this u of t. So we have to shift this signal by 1 second to the right side. So if you are shifting the signal 1 second to right side means we will get the graph like this. Okay. So instead of this u of t, it starts at 0. The signal, it starts at t equal to 1. From t equal to 1 to infinity, the signal is having the amplitude 1. Okay. So up to the time 1, the signal is having the 0 amplitude. This is said to be the u of t minus 1. Okay, u of t minus 1. This is u of t minus 1. So you see, this u of t minus 1 signal is multiplied with e power minus 3t. So e power minus 3t, you know, it's exponentially decaying signal. Okay, so this is the exponentially decaying signal. So if you are multiplying this exponentially decaying signal with this u of t minus 1 means, so you just multiply this signal with this signal means, so what is the resulting signal? The resulting signal, it will come e power minus 3t, but for the interval between 1 to infinity. Okay, so that's why while calculating the Fourier transform, the integration limit, we have to restrict to 1 to infinity. Okay, so that is if one function multiplied with u of t means in the Fourier transform representation, we are limiting the integration from 0 to infinity, you know. Okay, similarly, if one function is multiplied with u of t minus 1 means that total signal is available from the time t equal to 1 to infinity. So that's why the integration limit we have to restrict to 1 to infinity. Okay, that is the thing. So now we have to solve the problem. So using the Fourier transform definition. So what is the Fourier transform? X of we may write x of j omega or simply x of f. Okay, f is a frequency in hertz. Okay, we may write this also, or x of j omega you may use. So x of j omega equal to integration minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j omega t dt. Okay, so in the formula we have to substitute the value of x of t. So what is the signal x of t? E power minus 3t u of t minus 1. So what is the use of this u of t minus 1? The signal is restricted between the limit t equal to 1 to infinity. So integration 1 to infinity e power minus 3t e power minus j omega t dt. Okay. So in this 2 e power will be there. So the base is common. So we have to add the power. So in the power you see minus t as a common. So you take minus t as a common. We have to write e power minus 3 plus j omega t into dt. So if you are integrating this e power minus, we will get e power minus 3 plus j omega t divided by minus of 3 plus j omega with the limit 1 to infinity. So when we are substituting the upper limit, so e power minus infinity, what is the value of e power minus infinity? It is 0. So when we are substituting the upper limit, we will get the answer as 0. Okay. Then minus of, we have to put lower limit. So if you are substituting instead of t, we have to put 1 means. So e power minus 3 plus j omega divided by minus 3 plus j omega. So that minus and this lower limit minus, it cancelled. So that's why we will get the answer e power minus 3 plus j omega by 3 plus j omega. Okay, so this is the Fourier transform of our given signal. Okay, so similar to this, if one function, you see one function is multiplied with u of t means, in the Fourier transform formula, we have to restrict the integration limit is from 0 to infinity. Here u of t minus 1. That's why the integration limit is 1 to infinity. Similarly, if one signal is multiplied with u of t minus 2 means the integration limit is 2 to infinity. Okay. U of t plus 1 means the integration limit is minus 1 to infinity. Okay. So you just change. So depending upon this signal, we may change the limit. Okay. So and we have to proceed in this way. Okay. So thanks for watching my channel. And in the next video, we are going to solve some more problems. Okay. So thank you.